Why didn't USSR annex Finland? Let's get straight into this one. History Matters brings out always just bangers. So can't wait to
Finland's
check this one out.
neighbouring the USSR was not exactly a comfortable one. From the days of its independence through World War II and well into the Cold War, there were leaders in Moscow who saw Finland's addition to the USSR as inevitable. Yet, as you'll know, Finland remained an independent state. Which raises the question, why didn't the USSR annex it? So, Finland first came into existence during the Russian Revolution.
Bro, that's true. Like, Russia could have... The USSR could have just eaten Finland, like, completely, bro.
1917, as the government in the Russian Empire was overthrown by the Bolsheviks, Finland declared independence. Now, Finland wasn't exactly in a good place at this point, since it was undergoing a brief civil war between the communist Reds and the non-communist Whites. The Whites won, and it wasn't long until some Finns wished to...
No shit, the Whites won, bro. What the fuck? That was like a little... just a little smudge on the country.
At the expense of Russia, which was still fighting its own civil war. By 1920, Finland and Russia signed a treaty fixing the border at this. And in the following 2 decades, things remained fairly calm, if tense.
Fair enough.
Joseph Stalin, who was now in charge, had for a long time wished to restore Moscow's control over the former territories of the Russian Empire, which obviously included Finland. Which is why, in 1939, after signing the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact with Germany, he sent an ultimatum to Finland. Move the border to here or face war. Finland chose war. And this war, the Winter War, was, to put it mildly, not a great thing. Finland chose war.
Bro, it barely moved.
In 1939, after signing the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact with Germany, he sent an ultimatum to Finland. Move the border to here or...
Oh my god.
Finland
What the fuck?
War. And this war, the Winter War, was, to put it mildly, not a great success for the Soviet Union. Despite this, Finland wasn't in a position to fight forever, and so it agreed to hand over these lands to the USSR and pay some reparations.
Bro, they lost more.
And it was only a year later that Germany launched its invasion into the Soviet Union, and the Finns jumped on board looking to claim these lands. This war, called the Continuation War, went fairly well for Finland at first, and they pushed this far into the USSR. Now, when Germany's advance stalled, so did Finland's, and by 1944, the Soviets had pushed the Finns back to here. And in this year, the Soviets accepted Finnish talks for peace. Now they could, with enough men and effort, have conquered Finland in its entirety, but Stalin opted not to. This was because it would have cost a great deal in terms of lives and material, and they were much needed in the struggle against Germany. There was also a concern that annexing Finland would mean that Sweden would become much more hostile with the USSR now on its border.
True.
In the end, Finland had to sign a pretty...
Haven't, like, Sweden and pretty much Russia always had bad blood? I'm pretty sure,
this
right?
Saw it lose the previous areas that it had agreed to hand over to the USSR along with this territory in the north. It also ordered Finland to unban its Communist Party and place the Finnish leaders from the period of the Continuation War on trial for war crimes. So it won't exactly shock you to find out that the USSR was not on good terms with Finland when the Cold War was at its beginning. Stalin was extremely distrustful of them, and Finnish leaders were, frankly, terrified that the Soviets would make an attempt at annexing them. Some of this stress came to an end in 1948 when the Soviets brought them a proposal, a friendship treaty. This did several things. It stipulated that Finland was allowed to remain a free and independent nation, providing it didn't allow anyone to invade the USSR through it. It also meant that officially Finland was neutral, meaning no NATO and no Warsaw Pact, but unofficially it was expected that Finland wouldn't oppose the USSR in foreign diplomacy. So this policy was known in the West as Finlandization, whereby a small sovereign nation bordering a superpower does as it's told to maintain its independence, although Cuba didn't get the memo. Now, for all of its derision, the policy did keep Finland independent throughout the Cold War. In the end, the USSR never annexed Finland because it didn't need to. It would also have pushed Sweden into the arms of NATO and lost them an agreeable independent voice in world affairs. I hope you enjoyed this episode and thank you for watching, with a special thanks to my patrons.
Really good video. Pretty surprised that Finland got a little name named after them. That's pretty cool. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe for more content. And if you guys got any videos you want me to recommend, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.